Hello folks, this is Audiotron 1003 and this is another one of these how to make videos. I was requested this by Fraser's Star and Trains. I think I've got that right. Anyway, I apologize if I haven't. He wanted to know how did I build this roundabout? Well, I'm going to show you, but before I do that, I must point out that because this is a semi-permanent model, I've actually glued many of the elements together, so they will be in sections, but it will still be easy to follow. So anyway, what I'll do is I'll break it down and show you what I've done. Okay, I've taken it apart as best I can, and these are the elements I've used. Excuse me. I've used 4 1x8 plates with transcolored studs acting as lights. I've used 2 quarter round plates, 4x4 quarter rounds, and I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 square 4x4 plates and 4 of these 4x4 frame plates, as I call them. So this all makes the base. They make the light bars. Here I've got there's a 1x1 stud on opposite sides brick. Excuse me, I don't know what's wrong. There's a 1x1 plate, 1x1 brick. Same again, another 1x1 studded brick, another plate, another one of those special bricks, a 1x1 brick, and a 1x1 plate. So that forms the core of the structure. Over here, I've got the 4 cars, and I was using up spare parts, so I wanted to be creative. So my car is using these, but of course you don't have to. There's also a couple of quarter panels. We've got 4 flower studs stacked 2x2, a 1x2 tile, and 2 1x1 transcolor studs. And I've done that 4 times in a kind of a color-coded sequence, so each car is different in color but the same in structure. There's a 2x2 turntable plate, a standard 2x2 plate. We have 4 of these click hinge modified plates, 2x1s. This is another, actually this is technically part of this, so it would click onto there, but it's been glued in place to stop it from coming off. So it's a 2x2 jumper tile with another one of these, so you really need 4 of these to make this work. I've also got this Minecraft style flower for the top, another one of these jumper tiles. This is the nameplates that go on top of the ride. They were specially printed for me by Sticky Business. They're just vinyl stickers. Next we have this section, which is those 1x1 brackets that face up and face down. There's 4 of each, and another one of those 2x2 plates. In fact, I think there's 2 of them. There's a dark stone and a light grey, for me anyway. And finally, 4 more 1x8 plates, and we've got studded flowers along here and a 1x2 jumper tile. And the other thing we've got is one of those click hinge 2x1 modified plates that connect to these. So the idea is that these form the arms, like so. And this is 4 times whatever, because there's 4 arms. So that's basically what I've been using. So what I'll do now is I'll build the first stage of the ride. So this is the the base of the ride, and because mine is themed around flowers, it's basically a kind of a leaf. And what I've done is I've got a kind of a grid of 9 of those plates just put together in a kind of artistic way, and they're anchored by these. Now you don't have to use this kind of thing, you can use whatever you want, but I was trying to make sure that all this, which you see, when packed down, will fit onto this. That's the only reason why I'm doing it this way. So this is the base. So the next thing I would do is I'd put my 2x2. I'm not even going to bother with the pausing of the video for that. So that would be next, and then finally this. Or you could do it the other way around. I don't really think it matters. So for example, if I just park these, you could in effect put it that way round, so it doesn't really matter. The next thing I would do is I would click these onto there. So I shall show you that stage. So here we have the 4 arms put in position, so they spin freely, and also the click hinges will allow the arms to go up or down to the resting position. The next thing I would do is put my jumper tile in the middle to form the core, and also it secures all of these arms together. Then when I've built this, I would position this so what you have is basically 2 studs facing this way and the same there, and 2 studs that way. The reason being is that these light bars, they fit like so. So that's what I'll do next. Okay, so I put the light bars into position, so there they are. And if I move this out, they have alternating sort of patterns, and they spin freely on that central core that I built. And the next thing I do is I take this, which is basically 2 2x2 plates, and then you've got the brackets, and what this is going to be, the thing that holds the sign, the ride sign, so the tiles will fit on those studs. And the next thing I do is put the flower or whatever it is you decide to use as a topper. That would go on here. I'll try and do this with one hand without exploding the model. So that's basically that done, and I'll pause the video again, put the cars and finally the sign on the top. So I've put 3 of the 4 cars on. One I've missed off on purpose. This 2x1 jumper tile is there for a reason, because in the middle of this there's a hollow stud or hole, and the idea is that fits on there, and it allows me to either position the cars inwards, straight like this, or out like so. And also the click hinges allow me to change the arms, so the positions of the cars can be extreme, either completely flat or they can go higher, just like the real version of this type of ride. So just for completeness, I'll put everything together and then show you it working as such. Okay, so the ride is now complete, and basically as it works, or as it should work, is these can be positions to go up and down accordingly, or in or out, or straight as described earlier, and the ride will actually do what it's supposed to do. If it was built on a bigger scale for minifigures, you would obviously have more capabilities and more opportunities to do better things, and maybe even use some sort of technic features. But because this is a micro scale thing and it has to fit onto this, I've had to simplify this to the minimum, but at the same time I still wanted it to work. So basically that's how I built the Dizzy Lizzy roundabout. So I hope this helps you out, Fraser. So thank you for watching. Bye.